So now I'd like to show you how to fix a dropped stitch when you're doing a garter stitch fabric. So I've got my loop here that I'm going to start with, and I've pulled 3 loops out and I've kind of straightened them so I can see them. And my loop here was, if I open it up here, I can see that, let me pull it closer, that it is I just did a knit stitch. I can see the V, it's kind of buried here. I can see it right there. So my next stitch is going to be a purl. And in order to do that, what I do is I bring the lower loop in front of the stitch, okay, and go very slowly here. I'm going to go back to front into that loop, and I'm going to pull it just a little bit, and then that was a purl stitch. So my next stitch is going to be a knit stitch, because when you have a garter stitch fabric, it alternates purl bumps and knit stitches. So I'm going to go ahead, just like I did on my stockinette stitch. I'm going to pull that through. Okay, and now it's time to do a purl stitch. I'm going to pull that up just a little bit, and I'm going to get the lower leg of the next stitch, put it in front, go in my stitch, back to front, and pull that loop through. And now I'm going to do my knit stitch. I'm going to grab the top loop, pull that through, and I have 1 loop left. So now I need to do a purl stitch. So I'm going to get that lower leg and put it right in front, and I'm going to go in, back to front, pull that through for my purl stitch. Then I'm going to rotate and get my last stitch, a knit stitch, and then I have a purl stitch here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that in front and grab that, put it through, and now I have my stitches, my dropped edge stitches back on my needle safely. Now you can see that there's a little bit of slack here. You can always retension these stitches by sort of pulling on where these loops are kind of stretched out, and follow where the yarn goes and sort of redistribute some of the slack, and that'll sort of tighten up the ends. Okay,